All right, so not sure how far I'm gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna get very far at all because it's already late and I'm tired, but door handles are next. And first thing I realized is the manual that we have with serial number 100 has the old door handles. So I have that stuff in here. We ordered the new style door handles because they're cool and make the plane go faster. And that came with instructions for the new door handle. And long story short, none of that made 100% sense. So I went online and I downloaded the newest version of the text manual, parts manual, and figures manual, and started to wrap my head around how these go together. I don't think it's overly complicated, but this might be an opportunity to make a shorter video. Alrighty, step one is to cut these bushings here, and I know I've shown this before, but I have a table saw here. I don't have a lathe, and a very accurate way to cut it is basically take a piece of wood, I drill a 1/2 inch hole through it with a drill press, stick this in it, set my table saw to 3/8, and I can get, you know, I can fine tune it obviously, but I can get my 3/8 bushings. So that's one way of doing it if you have a table saw and a drill press and not a lathe. So, all right, next up is a don't do what I did step. Only on step 2, and it says to fit these pieces together, and they fit nice with minimal resistance, and this one came apart and this one doesn't. I literally have been cooling it with ice, heating it here with the torch, and it like went on and gripped on, and I can't get it apart. Like, make sure they fit smoothly before you jam them together, because they're like literally like locked into place now. I have no idea what happened. All right, I honestly don't know what to do. I put these on by hand. It will not come off to save its life. I've had them in a vise. Look, I'm bending it. I chewed it up, I marred it up. I'm going to bed. All right, well that totally sucked and it killed the entire night. Of course I didn't go to bed because I'd be dwelling on this, but I ended up drilling this out with a step drill, and this, it literally like fused itself together only by me pushing it by hand, and it went in relatively easy. Like, you know, it went in and would not come apart. Some kind of friction fusion. So yeah, I got it out by drilling it out, but the leftover piece of the 3/8 stock isn't long enough, so I can't find this easily, so I got to order that piece. But now I honed all of these out with this guy, and they go in and they come out. Good night. So of course I couldn't find that exact tube with the thick wall on Aircraft Spruce or any of the other sites. So I emailed Jamie and hopefully she'll send me one out. But because I want to keep moving on this, I'm kind of fortunate because my brother, who's building the same plane, has not done his doors yet. So I'm going to fly down, steal or borrow his tube until mine comes in. But for tonight, I'm going to do the side that I have, which is the, well, it doesn't matter what side it is. I'm going to make it the left side and slide that in. It still moves, and drill these number 40 and then out to number 8. See how far I get. Hopefully I don't mess it up tonight. Hopefully tonight will be a better night than last night. Yay! Success! Then it says to take these handle stop plates and cut them into 2 pieces. I'm assuming that maybe they usually come together. Mine were already cut into 2 pieces, so all I'm doing is cleaning up the edges on a file. Take that little cutoff thing off. Next up, measuring 0.93 in and marking it. I'm gonna drill some holes and rivet that puppy on there. The next few steps are really straightforward. Rivet these on with the stainless steel rivets. Then assemble this these are actually threaded, so you bolt that into the actual handle. And I also went ahead and put this guy on, and I actually realized that the weld is making these washers kind of crooked. So I'm just gonna clean that up. Next on the to-do list was this little striker plate that's made out of this full round tube that you gotta cut half of it off, or like 2/3 of it off. And I know you could just mark it and cut it with a Dremel tool and file it. I ended up doing this. I don't know if I'd suggest it. It's basically just a piece of square stock MDF that I cut until I could jam the tube on it and hold it, because I didn't want to put my fingers in the table saw. Yeah, long story short. And then these are just spacers, so it sits flush, and I ran it through the table saw. It worked, but probably not the safest way of doing it. But I got two beautiful little striker plates, and then you just glue them on the front tube here with acrylic tape. So I ran two pieces of 1/2 inch the see-through acrylic tape and clamped them on here. Mine ended up being 1 1/4 inches up from the bottom, and I have it on both sides, and I put the clamp on there to hold it. And kind of looking at these back plates, I don't know if it's because I have the tweed material on there or not, but this was kind of like sticking out, like, I don't know, I felt like you would always catch stuff on it. So I took that with these, well, passenger side one, I marked it in maybe like 3/16 of an inch, and I gave it just a little convincing to kind of just sharpen up that last edge so it sits tight up against the fuselage, and I think that'll look good. All right, so that little piece that I messed up, that I couldn't get out of my door handle, I think I mentioned my brother's building the same plane. So my co-pilot, Alina, and myself, we're gonna fly down to Plymouth, which is just south of Boston. I'm based in Lawrence, north of Boston, and we're gonna steal his piece. He's down in Maryland. He actually did give me permission. So Janelle and Jamie at RANS are sending me a new one. I just am impatient. I wanna finish this. So off to Plymouth we are. All right, made it to Plymouth. Let's break into his hangar and steal the parts needed. There we are, checking up on another RANS builder. Door handle for Derek. Perfect. I only need one little tube out of it. Oh, jealous, he's got his panel. But we're further ahead on the interior. He's got a lot of wires in here. All right, what do you think? Whose looks better?
I think yours is.
Of course. That's family love. The real reason we came. Time to finish these door handles. Doesn't this thing remind you of like the old Twitter logo? Like way back when? Or an ostrich or a bird or something? But more importantly, these things fit. Here it says compare each roll pin inserted into it. So these are 3/4 inch, and this is 3/4 inch diameter. So when you put them in, they sit flush. But then I actually it says here at the end to fill the roll pin holes with fast curing epoxy so they don't rust. So I'm actually going to shorten them just a tad bit so they sit recessed inside here. So basically I can have a little bit of a epoxy to fill into the hole and then just sand it flush. Might be hard to tell, but they're literally like recessed 1/32. So just some place for the epoxy. And next up they have you put all this together, which is fine, but the washers kind of overhang my trim strips. So I am going to trim them. I push the handle in and I put a little razor blade in there so I don't scratch the Lexan. That worked pretty good. Stuck the razor blade between the Lexan and the thing, and then just dremeled it out with a flat bit Dremel and cleaned it up with a X-Acto knife. So if I read it right, the instruction wants you to just push against the door frame with the latch in the forward position to drill these holes. I found that a bit awkward because I didn't want the chuck rubbing up against the window there, so I just put, you know, a clamp on it, lined it up the way it should be, and now I'm going to use these guys to push that pin in. I also put a little bit of grease on it just before final assembly. So I don't think these are coming off. You can kind of paint around it. I'm guessing they're on for good. The last thing is, I think, figuring out where to mount those. So basically I just drew a line down the middle, and when it's in the lock position, that's where it is. When it unlocks, it rubs a little behind it and a little in front of it, and that's where it's going. All right, got that done. But obviously in order to do that, I had to take these out because I have these removable. I didn't tighten that one. In order to get that out, I had to take this out. In order to get this out, well, I didn't have to take all this apart, but some of it. So anyway, really happy the way this came out. I think, can't wait for a little bit of wear and tear on where those sit. I don't have the door gasket on yet. It sits relatively tight. I think one of the things you have to look at is make sure that the door is open all the way, because if you open it just enough for the inside, it's still going to catch on the backside. But got that side done, and this one as well. And that's going to conclude the door video. Obviously, I'm still gonna go over and put some paint onto these black things. I primed them, but this will get painted with the plane. Oh, I have to put the gasket on the top here. That's not a big deal. I actually bought some gasket because the one I had wasn't long enough. And I don't even know what I'm gonna work on next, but probably all these odds and ends, finishing up these panels. Anyway, I'm babbling. I'm going to bed. Good night. It's been an LAD, a long ass day, midnight again. And glad the doors are done. Moving on to whatever the next thing is. Good night.